Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you a new deck that took a lot of effort but did not come out very good. I'm trying to make a pure artifact deck. Now I'm sure this deck is missing boss monsters that belong in the extra deck, that have all sorts of new summoning mechanics that we don't have, but with the addition of Vajra, I thought it was a little more viable. Vajra gave us a way to really summon our own monsters a little more consistently. So I tried it out. It's a functioning deck who's trying to put out a win condition as consistently as possible. It's just not very good. I'm sure this isn't what the artifact cards are meant to be doing. We just can't really do anything with them just yet. So the point of this is baggy sleeves. I'm trying to really utilize baggy sleeves with Vajra. Why does Vajra make me try even harder to make a pure artifact card? If this card is in your spell trap zone and it's destroyed during your opponent's turn, it's special summoned just like all the artifact cards. But if this card is special summoned during your opponent's turn, destroy all cards in your spell and trap zone. And when you're an opponent's, or you can special summon this card when your opponent declares this direct attack. You can just special summon it from your hand, destroy all your spell cards, which will summon all the rest of your artifact monsters. And then we have our one big boss monster, and that's Great Maju Garzet. The attack of this card becomes twice the original attack of one monster that you tributed for this card. So generally you're going to want to either tribute Failnaught or Larbus, because they're both over 2k, and that'll get this boy over 4k once they're special summoned onto the field. And then of course we have Lancia, who will stop banishes. You chain it to something like Invocation, you chain it to something like Gold Sark, you chain it to something like Cosmic Cyclone. It's a very strong card. And we're sneaking in draw power. Like I said, with baggy sleeves, you could special summon all these level 5 boys onto the field, hit them with baggy sleeves, that's a +1. They're also all light fairies, so we can use cards from the sky. Cards from the sky won't let us special summon or conduct our battle phase, but usually you need some setup, you need your opponent to attack in, so you're not doing that anyway. It's a lot of free plus ones. We're digging for these techs. Like I said, we want Maju, we want Offerings of the Doom, we want a Dark Core, and our Econs. Last but not least, we're using some Dice Foons. Obviously it's gambling and not consistent, but it could destroy potentially 1 to 2 of our spell or trap cards, summoning these boys, and it's a quick play, so we can do it during our opponent's turn. Pretty useful when it hits. It's like a snipe hunter. It has like a 66% chance to hit, so you will fail a decent amount of time. Other than that, guys, like I said, this deck isn't very good. It's really hard to get some replays. It doesn't stand up to the meta very strong. It's just tough. But other than that, it's still a pretty interesting archetype. It's fun because you're doing things people don't really see coming. People will be Black Rose wiping the field, summon a bunch of monsters. But it's new events from this new card, good stuff like that. But overall, artifacts still have a way to go. They still need some sort of boss monster to carry them. So till then, they're not relevant, just in bits and pieces and other archetypes. So I hope you guys enjoyed my effort, and thanks for watching. Okay, here's a brand new Kaiba. Going second. You ideally want to go first. You have no extra deck. So we have some draw power, but we have pretty much what we want. We would just have to dig for some techs, for some win cons. Here our opponent is running some sort of Blue Eyes Neos mix through a Bacon Saver. Here we get a Dice Food in our hand. We're going to set our Failnaught. Now this is where Larbis comes into effect. Larbis will come in when artifact is destroyed, so you don't have to really set the Larbis. Larbis will chain from your hand when that's destroyed, and you get a special summon all 3. He can only take out 1, which leaves us with 2. That's baggy sleeves. We get 1 + 2. Now we get a Dice Food in that back row. We hit it. It was a Dimensional Prison. Now we're gonna Dark Core the Neos. We don't use the rest of our draw power yet. He hits us with a Bacon Saver, but we're still gonna suicide our Vajra into that Dragon Magic so he doesn't get the effect. And guess what? That is another baggy sleeves. 2 baggy sleeves, guys. Now we're gonna use that draw power. Now we're gonna Dice Spoon that back row we missed, because a 5 means you destroyed 2 spell traps. There were not 2 spell traps on the field. Now there is. Would have been nice there. But they're bluffs anyway. We set an enemy controller. Just a third bluff from our opponent. Nothing he's got, just Cosmic Cyclones out of spite, and we take the game. Nice and easy. We pop a whole full field and got 2 instances of baggy sleeves, guys. Great stuff. Okay, here's a Yami Yugi. We're going second. Seeing what he's working for us. Starting off with a Dice Foon. Larbies is pretty good in your hand too. So our opponent using Aloof Lupine and Vendrids. It's probably a Vendrid Shirnui mix. Searching a bunch of monsters, nothing but monsters in his hand. Here we get a Lancia. I'm going to set a Lancia, set a Dice Foon, and set an enemy controller. Dice Foon hits 1 for us. That's going to special summon our Lancia in his draw phase. That's going to trigger Labries from our hand. Labors? I don't know that word. So we have 2 of them, 2300, 2300. He obviously gets another monster. Has this Aloof Lupine. We're going to Econ take the Lancia for the Aloof Lupine, and we're going to tribute another Labries. But he's got a Kiteroid, so that lost him the entire duel, guys. He used the Kiteroid on my first swing when he could have just let the first swing go and get his Destiny draw. Now I know he's a Kiteroid in the graveyard. If I destroyed an Aloof Lupine, he'd get to search his Kiteroid back. So I'm not going to trigger his Destiny draw, guys. He could have triggered his own Destiny draw, but now he needs me to do it for him, and I'm not going to do it till I have lethal. So I hit him for 600 to not trigger his Destiny draw. That allows him to search his Revenants, thanks to Aloof Lupine's secondary effect. But we got our 4.6 Great Maju. Labries is 2.3k. That makes for a 4.6 Great Maju. Now we can swing for lethal without triggering Destiny Draw. He should have just let Destiny Draw trigger that first time, guys. Would have worked out better for him. Great, great stuff. Okay, here's a Pegasus. We're going second. Let's see what that means for us. We got some Labries. It's not Larbies, I guess. So we set 2. Our opponent Cosmic Cyclones 1. We lose the Lancia. Very unfortunate. Now he's going to Cyclone our other Larbies. What's going on here, guys? It's a Dark Magician. So starting with 2 Cosmic Cyclones. Sets 2 back row. Has a Magician's Circle. We have nothing to do here. He's going to Magician's Rod. We probably should have set our Labries. We could have got 2 summons here. But we're just going to get the Vajra. Here he's got an enemy controller of Vajra. That doesn't really do anything. Very bad play there. That's going to be a Larbies for K. I didn't want to bring out the Maju to threaten lethal because we already have lethal. So I'd like to keep the Dark Core and the Maju follow-up just for anything else with the set card. Not the most impressive duels, but it's not the most impressive deck, guys. Sorry to say it. So I'm assuming this deck needs like an XYZ boss or like a Pendulum boss or like something like that. Here we're going first. Or if it was to stick with this and use these actual monsters, you need something that's a little more consistent to destroy your own monsters. So here I'm using Concentrating Current because these monsters have big defense. But I eventually switch them out for Econs because Econs just work out better. Here we're fighting a 6-Sam with what is most likely a dual wield. He attacks directly, that special summons our Vajra. Vajra's going to be a tribute for Maju, that makes him 3600. We get to use our Dark Core, didn't really have to dig for it. Banish that face-up monster, trying to run a dual wield. Works out nice and easy. So, like I said, guys, this deck isn't doing anything too amazing. It's a little consistent, but it's a little convoluted. Obviously, you'd want to do more with these monsters on the field after making such an effort to summon them than just a Maju or a Dark Core follow-up or an Econ take, which is like the best you're hoping for. But other than that, Vajra is probably going to be core in any artifact deck. It's a really strong one. It deserved to be a UR of the deck. I just don't know. It's still got a ways to go, guys. We're just getting beats and pieces before they actually finish this archetype and it's usable. So till then, we're just hanging in there, and I spent way too long on this deck to have it not even be that good. Really sucks, but sometimes that happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed regardless, and thanks for watching. Bye.